stop before you throw that away.
Stop! In the name of repurposing.
Really good. Rochelle Trotter is here with new uses for old household items. You amaze me about the depths that you go to use everything you have.
You do.
Yeah.
Listen, we all need to be more environmentally conscious, and we also need to pay better attention to our budgets. And so instead of throwing things away, think about how you can use it.
All right.
One of the things I love to do is when I have mix-match shower curtain rings, shower curtain hooks. Imagine this is your closet rod. You can just hook the shower curtain hook over there, and all of a sudden you have an instant belt rack or a scarf hanger or something like that, so you don't have to go and spend $20 or $30 at the closet organization store.
Yes.
You can make your own.
I think that's a great idea, actually, especially like for that college kid just home and moving in.
We
like
have one of those.
You and I both
we have one of those as well.
Okay, all
so
right.
Another thing is we all use the bathroom and we end up with the ring from the toilet paper, right?
Come on.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So if you have a daughter, and I know you have a daughter, how often do you find her hairpins all over the place? Why not use a toilet paper ring to keep the hairpins as well as her scrunchies for her hair and things like that?
I find these everywhere. The
everywhere.
scrunchies,
And she could just throw that in her vanity drawer and look, she has all of her stuff in one place.
Yeah, I can suggest it. The actual execution is a whole nother
matter.
matter.
Well, then here's something you can also do. How many times do you find cords all tangled up in your drawer?
Okay.
Instead of throwing that away, why don't you fold up your extension cord and put it inside of a toilet paper tube? Look how neat that is.
Is there anyone else in the world who ever thought of this before?
I know, you're right. I need to get a life. No. That's what you said beforehand.
Come on.
Okay.
All right, how flowers? They look nice. What's wrong with them?
Flowers, but how often do you buy? I buy my flowers cheap by the dozen, and oftentimes you buy it and one of the roses, the stem is broken off.
That. Yeah.
So you have all of these leftover straws around your house. Why don't you use a straw and put it on the stem of the rose to extend it, and all of a sudden that rose becomes a usable part of the display.
Plus the water will come up the straw and
suck the water up the straw through the rose. A new way to make rose water. Hey, I'm gonna try that at home. We all go to the dry cleaner and we get dry cleaners that have hangers with the foam on it.
Yeah.
Before you throw that foam away, and this is primarily ladies, you put on clothes and you end up with deodorant marks on your clothes.
Yeah.
Get that foam instead of buying those expensive removers. Get that foam and clean that deodorant off. Sue, I wish you could have got a close-up on this. Corey, is it cleaned off or what?
Rochelle, it is perfectly clean.
And it costs you nothing. Yeah. And this is one of my nice dresses.
Who would have thought your hanger can help clean your clothes?
I'm glad it worked.
You know?
The foam from the hanger.
All right, I see a Kleenex box. So what's the deal
Before
here?
you throw your Kleenex box or your baby wipe box or your makeup box away, we all get these plastic bags when we're not being green and we're not taking our reusable bags to the grocery store. Instead of balling them up like my husband does and throwing them in the kitchen drawer, why not use an empty Kleenex box and stuff them down inside? Look how nice and neat that is and organized.
So what we're hearing is this is a way to really organize your husband.
Yes, this is a way to organize my husband. Or you can put them inside of an empty baby wipes container.
Right.
I travel a lot to run marathons, and I always end up with sneaky, dirty, muddy sneakers. Instead of buying an expensive shoe bag, I just use a shower cap that I've already used to cover my shoes, and that way they can go into my luggage and not damage everything else.
Now that is a good idea.
And they're camouflage. Barbara talked about camouflage earlier today, so I'm keeping it in style. And if you have a laundry room, you can use an old nylon to cover the drain, and this prevents bugs from coming up. The Orkin man told me this.
You've lost me now.
I swear.
All right, Rochelle, good stuff. As always, Rochelle Trotter helping us save money and use old household items a second time around.
A second time around. All right.
We're going to break. Up next, ladies locked and loaded are Anita